reason I'm still in my lane. There's a reason I'm never going.
It's week 8 of the NFL. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's coming off a quality showing last week. Well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down thrown. It's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Right now, they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no...
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. And even...
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. There he goes, right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's returnable now for Smith. Fights through him. A second nice move. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Wilson. For over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson.
21-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
First down, Chiefs.
In motion right is Tony. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 9-yard line.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Second down, McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
50, yellow. 43.
Now here's Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. And again, it's Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Chiefs 9.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
That's good. Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. Screenplay set up for Williams. Shedding through the defense. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. It's like he can win every battle.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well. It's a down inside the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we're at halftime here in Denver. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Motion man right is Rice. Now Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Here's Richie James on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Fighting to stay upright. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run once more with McKinnon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. My side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of.
You know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And again, it's Mahomes.
At the 46-yard line.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
In motion goes Patrick. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Wilson. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Smith to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some space here. And how about the burst here to begin the drive? Another big gain on the ground. This one good for 17 more. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will get into. It's another touchdown. they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. I'm in the mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop so my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up.